Well, it is the Tech Juggernaut coming at you here with a brand new how-to video on iOS 11. This first how-to video in our iOS 11 series is going to teach you how to use Do Not Disturb, and specifically the new Do Not Disturb while driving feature. I'm already in my control center, which I access by swiping up from the bottom of the screen, and you can see a new toggle in here. There it is, Do Not Disturb while driving. But how do I get that icon there? So this is really going to be a 2-in-1, or maybe you could even argue a 3-in-1 video, because we actually need to show you how to add this toggle to your control center as well, if you wish to do so. I'm going to, again, this is the control center. We swipe up from the bottom of the screen to get it. We have all these controls. Apple has redesigned the control center in iOS 11 to make it even more awesome, because now it's customizable. You can customize what controls we see here. I've put this screen recording control in there so that I can make a screen recording just like this one. Also in there is the Do Not Disturb while driving feature, which we're going to talk about, which many people are saying this is really awesome that it's been added to the iPhone, and I agree, because it certainly can serve to increase safety behind the wheel. So let's hit the home button to get back to my home screen. Tap on settings, and we're going to show you how to set all of this up. The first thing you might want to do is take a look at your Do Not Disturb settings. Now, this is a good refresher course on the basic Do Not Disturb as well, not to be confused with the new Do Not Disturb while driving feature. So your regular or basic Do Not Disturb, as I'm calling it right now, just for lack of better terms. There's the manual toggle for that. That also is usually available in the control center, and it's a brief description of it there for you. Now, you can see that I have mine scheduled, and the kind of hours I keep, I have it set to go on at 3:15 in the morning, and then it turns off later. Here's what you can choose about what happens when Do Not Disturb is on. It's going to make all the notifications silent, but is it only going to happen when the phone is locked, or is it going to always happen? I have mine set to always, because I figure if you're going to use it, you might as well have it set for always when it is in fact turned on. And there's a description. Incoming calls and notifications will be silenced basically always, whenever the phone is either locked or unlocked, either way. Here's what happens with calls that come in. I can choose to allow calls from different groups of contacts, in my case, favorites. And it shows you that. I'm also allowing repeated calls, which means that a second call that comes in within a 3-minute time period is going to get from the same person. Let me rephrase that. So if a particular person calls you again within a 3-minute window of time, it's going to get right past and bypass that walled garden of Do Not Disturb and ring through anyway. There's also another way we'll show you in a separate video, and this is also very useful for individual contacts. For example, maybe your kids, really close family members, or maybe perhaps you have an alarm monitoring central station phone number. If you have a security system, perhaps one through our really awesome recommended LiveWatch security service with Alarm.com, and you want them to be able to get through, and so you can go into the Contacts app and edit your contact, and you can, on a per contact basis, you can enable what's known as emergency bypass, and you can do it for text, ringtone, or both. Then it will always get through, even if your phone is set to silent. If you have that switch set to mute, it will actually still make sounds when that particular person texts or calls you. Very, very handy and useful feature. Back to where we actually are, though. Here's finally the Do Not Disturb while driving section. Now, you can see that I have mine set to activate manually. Let's see what the other options are. You can choose to activate automatically. This will use the sensors in your phone to determine when you are experiencing the kind of motion associated with a moving vehicle. And if it does sense that, it will turn on the Do Not Disturb while driving function. Now, it's very important to note that you will still get an option. You'll get a little prompt. If you are, in fact, just a passenger and you are not the one driving, you can say, on a case-by-case basis, you can just choose this option to say, hey, look, I'm not really behind the wheel, so I want to resume normal operation of my phone, and then it will do so. When connected to car Bluetooth, so this one will turn on Do Not Disturb while driving when it senses the connection with a paired car Bluetooth hands-free kind of device. And of course the option I have selected, which is manual, and I don't really recommend this, but hey, I can't see, I'm totally blind, so the odds of me driving are, well, you know. Let's go back in the upper left-hand corner. We're now going to look at auto reply. I have it set to favorites. And you can customize what the auto reply is that those people will get. Hey, I'm driving at the moment, I'll get back to you when I can. All right. Let's go back to settings and take a look at one other thing. If you do have it set to manual toggle, where's the setting to add the toggle to the control center? Well, as you might guess, sorry if you're hearing my hand slide on the phone there. I had to be able to get to Control Center. We're not going to go over all of these today. That's a thing for another video. But look, customize controls. And there they are. You can reorder, delete, or otherwise modify your controls, and you can see what I have set there. Do not disturb while driving is one of those options. Let's go back. Back again. Home screen. And that is it for today's video. I'm going to go ahead and return to the control center to shut off this screen recording. But before I do, remember to mash that red button. Hit the bell. Get your subscription going. Like our video. Please give us a thumbs up. Give us a subscription. Subscribe to our channel so that you will never miss out on the latest how-to tech tips and other great news from the Tech Juggernaut. And leave a comment. Let us know if you plan to use Do Not Disturb while driving and which mode you will choose. Automatic, when connected to Bluetooth, or manual. Thanks so much, everybody, from the Tech Juggernaut. www.thetechjuggernaut.com. Bye-bye, everybody.